Daniel says, what would you say is your most unpopular NFL opinion? Albeit player, team, coach, etc. I have two I want to talk about. One of them is that Julio Jones is the best receiver in the NFL. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first I want to say that here's what I think people really, really find unpopular when I say this, and people hate it and get angry at me, and I don't care. Aaron Rodgers is no longer an elite quarterback. And I know Packers fans are furious, but everyone also always complains that people complain and make excuses for Aaron Rodgers. They say, like, he's really good, and I think he is really good. He's no longer elite. But people always complained for years that Aaron Rodgers didn't have a good defense. And then last year, Aaron Rodgers had a really good defense, and the Packers fans decided to move the finish line to say, no, now the defense isn't the problem now. Now Aaron Rodgers doesn't have enough good receivers around him. It's like, well, he's got Devontae Adams, and I don't know why. Why did the finish line move, I guess is my point. There's always some problem that isn't Aaron Rodgers' fault, whether it's the coach or the defense or the franchise is incompetent or the receivers are bad. Nobody ever holds Aaron Rodgers accountable. All I hear is excuse after excuse after excuse, and it just is driving me nuts, man. Aaron Rodgers is a very good quarterback. I would pay Aaron Rodgers $20-25 million. Did a whole topic about it. I love Aaron Rodgers. He's not an elite quarterback, though. He's not an elite quarterback in the NFL. He makes way too much money, and he cripples his team. That's the honest truth about Aaron Rodgers. And he's kind of, is he the best leader? I don't know. Now, I will say, Danica Patrick is now dating Aaron Rodgers, and I think, man, when I watched Aaron Rodgers answer questions about Jordan Love, I went, wow, Aaron Rodgers appears to be mature, like way more mature than I've ever seen him before. And maybe it's the fact that Danica Patrick's having a positive influence on his life and shifting the perspective of Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. But again, if Aaron Rodgers had taken a pay cut, then maybe the Packers wouldn't feel the need to draft his replacement. I know that's tough. I know it's dark. But you're paying a guy a boatload of money who really isn't playing at an elite level anymore. And Packers fans make, like, it's either the coach or the defense or, the receivers aren't good enough. You have Devontae Adams. You have a good defense. You have a good coach. What more do you want? Aaron Rodgers got clobbered by the 49ers last year, and I watched guys like Russell Wilson play the very same defense and hold their own very well. And then Patrick Mahomes played the very same defense. Patrick Mahomes played well. And so I just do not believe that Aaron Rodgers belongs in the same category in the elite level with Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson. There's too many things I go, like, it's time to pull the cord and say Aaron Rodgers, very good quarterback, not elite. Now, number two, my other really controversial opinion that makes people very angry is that, and I just don't know how you can look at this and not agree, Julio Jones is the best all-around receiver in the NFL. Now, other guys have, DeAndre Hopkins is great over the middle, catching contested passes. And Michael Thomas is a possession receiver. I like him. He's great. But Julio Jones is like 10 out of 10 at everything. He catches everything. He posterizes people. He embarrasses people. He makes one-handed catches. He makes catches over people. He dives. He does everything. Then, did anybody watch the Eagles-Falcons game last year where Julio Jones took a 2-yard screen pass, like 80 yards for a touchdown and won the game? He's good after the catch. He can run with the ball in his hands. He runs great routes. He can catch everything. Every time I watch Julio Jones, I'm consistently blown away. He's great. He's so good. And he's got more tools than all the other top receivers in the NFL. He can do everything. There's not another receiver in the NFL that can do everything like Julio Jones can. Everything at a high level. And then you calculate, well, you ever seen the videos of Julio Jones training? The dude goes after it. His work ethic is insane. And it's very clear when you watch Julio Jones play, his work ethic is great and he never complains. On the field, off the field, work ethic, ability, skill, talent, hard work, everything you can possibly Every criteria you can come up to measure a receiver, Julio Jones is the best in the NFL. And I just don't know how you can argue with me. I don't get it. People want to say DeAndre Hopkins or, gosh, who are the other people? I don't even know who the other people argue for. Michael Thomas, because Michael Thomas set some record because the Saints were literally force-feeding him the ball all year. Julio Jones is by far the best receiver. No, it's not by far. That's the wrong way to put it. I don't mean to be so confrontive. But if you ask me, Julio Jones is the best all-around receiver in the entire NFL. And I don't know that it's a crazy good competition. I think Michael Thomas is close. I think DeAndre Hopkins is close. I know there's some receiver I'm forgetting right now. But all around, man, Julio Jones, he's the best in the business and the best in the NFL at the receiver position.